Picture this. You're about to cook a meal. Do you just start throwing ingredients in a pot without preparation? Of course not. You gather your ingredients, clean and chop them, measure everything out. In Agile development, this preparation process is called product backlog grooming or refinement. Now, what does this mean? Well, product backlog grooming is a crucial practice in Agile development. It's the process of refining or grooming the product backlog. This backlog is essentially a list of all the tasks and features that need to be completed for a particular project. During grooming, the team ensures that these tasks are prioritized and larger tasks are broken down into more manageable bits. Imagine it like this. It's the act of sorting your ingredients by importance, deciding what needs to be cooked first, and slicing up larger ingredients into manageable pieces. So, just like prepping your ingredients before cooking, product backlog grooming is all about preparing your project tasks for development. It's about making sure everything is ready and in order. Let's delve deeper into our cooking analogy. Imagine each backlog item as an ingredient in your dish. Just like in a kitchen, each ingredient has its own unique role and importance. So too does each task or item in a product backlog. Now, picture yourself preparing to cook a lavish meal. You wouldn't use a rotten tomato, would you? Of course not. Similarly, in an Agile development process, you wouldn't want to work on a task that is not relevant or beneficial. It could be an outdated feature or a redundant piece of code. Grooming helps you identify these rotten tomatoes and remove them from your product backlog. Moving on, let's consider the steps you take when you start cooking. You prioritize your ingredients based on their freshness or importance to the dish. The star of your dish gets the utmost attention, right? Well, the same principle applies to your product backlog. You prioritize tasks based on their importance to the project. Critical features, urgent bug fixes, these are your prime ingredients, and they should be at the top of your backlog. But what about those large vegetables? You wouldn't throw a whole pumpkin into your stew, you'd chop it into smaller pieces for easier cooking. This is just like breaking down larger tasks into smaller manageable ones for easier development. A large task can be daunting and might cause delays, but when you break it down, it becomes more digestible, just like that pumpkin in your stew. So, you see, product backlog grooming is not that different from preparing a meal. It's about ensuring that you have the right ingredients, in the right order, and in the right size. It's about removing what's not needed and focusing on what's important. It's about breaking down complex tasks into simpler, manageable ones. Just as you carefully prepare and organize your ingredients for the perfect dish, you should groom your product backlog for the perfect Agile development process. Now that you understand the concept of product backlog grooming, you may wonder, why should I implement this in my Agile development projects? Good question. Let's dive into some of the compelling reasons why. First off, product backlog grooming improves efficiency. Imagine trying to find a single book in an unorganized library. It would be a nightmare, right? But if the books are well organized, finding your desired book becomes a breeze. Similarly, a well-groomed product backlog allows your team to easily identify and prioritize tasks, saving valuable time and resources. Secondly, product backlog grooming reduces risks. It's like a safety check before a road trip. By regularly reviewing and updating the backlog, you ensure that no crucial task is overlooked. This proactive approach helps in mitigating potential issues, keeping your project on track and moving smoothly. Moreover, product backlog grooming increases team engagement. It's a collaborative process that involves the entire team. Each member gets a say in the prioritization of tasks, fostering a sense of ownership and commitment. This democratic approach not only boosts morale but also enhances the quality of work, as everyone understands their role and the project's direction. So, you see, product backlog grooming is not just a fancy term, it's an indispensable practice that can transform the way your Agile team operates. It's like a magic wand that can turn chaos into order, confusion into clarity, and disengagement into active participation. Now here comes the best part. Implementing product backlog grooming is not rocket science. It's a simple, step-by-step process that can be easily incorporated into your Agile development projects. All it requires is a little discipline, collaboration, and a whole lot of commitment. Remember, a well-groomed product backlog is like a well-prepared meal. It's satisfying, efficient, and leaves everyone feeling fulfilled. So, go ahead and start grooming your product backlog. Your Agile development projects will thank you for it. Hope you enjoyed our content. If you did, don't forget to give us a like and hit that subscribe button. Can't wait to catch you again.